Hey everyone, it's Patrick from Oakland Travel, and welcome to the MSC Ocean Cay Marine Reserve in November of 2022. I am standing on board the MSC Meraviglia up on one of the upper decks overlooking the pool area, and it is day number 3 of our cruise. And we were supposed to have been at the Ocean Cay Reserve on the second day of the cruise. It was a very little short 3-night deal out of Port Canaveral. But I guess apparently they run into this probably periodically, I guess, because of the currents and things like that, the winds and so on. On the second day, we were not able to get into the island, and it turned into just a sea day. So here it is, day 3, and we finally get a chance to, get docked at the island. And so it's mid-morning, probably 10 o'clock-ish, 10:30, I don't know, something along those lines. Most of the people have left the ship and they're out on the island. And I'm not really in any rush at this point to get down there because all I'm really going to do is walk around, record some video, come back on for lunch, go back down later on in the afternoon, kind of set up, do a little live stream down on the beach down there somewhere. I'm by myself. It's a solo cruise for me, so I'm just kind of learning what MSC does and how they do it, checking out the Ocean Cay Reserve for the first time, which is pretty cool. As you can see, we get a very good view from up here, up on the upper deck of the ship. There is construction going on one part of the island, kind of in the center, that we will see in a subsequent vlog episode once we get down there and get onto the island. And there definitely is room here for MSC to continue building out the island. Again, this was in November of 2022, so this is what it looked like at that point. I have no idea what their plans are in the future in terms of what they're going to add to the island or, things like that. So they definitely have a lot of competition in that regard because Royal Caribbean's private island, Perfect Day Coco Cay, is much more established than this, a lot more to do. NCL's got an island over there, and Disney's got their thing, and all the different cruise lines have got some presence in the Bahamas, and so MSC is kind of right there along with the rest of them. And so I'm sure going forward over the years, into the future, they'll continue to work on the island, add stuff to it, etc. So as you see, as we're walking down the main area here, there's still some people on the ship, but most of them are off on the island exploring, and so it gives the crew members a chance to get some things done while a lot of the passengers are off the ship. And so now we go down to the lower levels and exit the ship and go through a little gangway process here. And in a second, as we get off the ship, you'll see it's pretty cool. Like you step off the ship and you're just kind of right there into the little entry point of the island. And, you get some of the crew members out there on the island kind of greeting you, and you got some music and just kind of a fun, entertaining vibe. We had really good weather. This was November. November in the Caribbean is an excellent time of year. Assuming, of course, you don't have hurricanes and things like that. But when you don't have those problems and you get nice days like this, it's really, really good weather. Not like extraordinarily hot. At least it wasn't back when I was there. So just kind of nice weather, plenty of sunshine, things like that. So walk through here, and you got some music going on. You got your little entrance pavilion. This was my first time here, and so I'm just kind of walking into the unknown a little bit and get a little bit of cluster of people right here in front of me that are, I guess, maybe part of a larger group, and so I'm going to kind of make my way around them. And, of course, you have the requisite photographers, and I must point out that MSC is really big on photography on the Meraviglia. Huge area down on deck 5 maybe or something like that. Just a huge area set up for photography. And so, of course, the ship's photographers will come out here on shore and try to get everybody's picture and thing like that. So, but that's pretty common amongst all of the cruise lines. We've seen Royal Caribbean do that quite a few times over the years at every one of the port stops.